Hey everybody, it's Mitchell here, coming with you and for you and to you through my YouTube channel, The Added Voice. If you watched my videos, you know that I watch Tim Pool. I ain't gonna say religiously because I just think that'd be a wrong thing to say, but I watch him every day, numerous times a day. Usually he has 5 videos around that come out a day. I watch every one of them. Sometimes I don't watch all of them in full, but most of the time I watch all of them in full. But he just put out a video, and he's put out a couple videos, actually several videos on this topic, and I hadn't made a video on it, but I've been thinking about it, and watching his video, it just reminded me that it's crazy, and it's going to go along with it'll kind of go along with my video that I'm going to be posting. I said at 8 p.m. Eastern. It'll be between 8 and 10 p.m. Eastern. I got to do some class work and stuff like that, but I'll get it posted before 10 p.m. Eastern time. But anyways, Barack Obama he's a Democrat. He's a liberal Democrat. He was so Democrat, he proposed the universal health care, and at the time when he got into presidency, that was, now it's a huge talking point for everybody on the left. But when he proposed it, people were calling him socialist, and he was going to turn the country into socialism, and and that's a little bit, what he did with Obamacare, but it didn't happen. Socialism didn't happen, which I'm happy about, because I just don't think socialism would work in America. And it's proven throughout history and throughout the world that it's just not an efficient form of government. Not because of morality or anything like that. In fact, socialism is built off it's built and created from the sense of morality and humility and empathy and ethics, equality. Equality of outcome more so than equality of opportunity. Because, there you can debate this, and you can have your own interpretation, your own perspective from your own research and your own analysis on the topic. But as far as equality of opportunity, laws were passed, signed, Constitution amendments were ratified, passed, ratified, voted on, and stuff like that, to make sure, or to help, to make sure, that everybody had equality of opportunity, that no one person, no one race, no one sex, no one gender had it better off than any other in America. We're all created equal. It took them a long time to actually In America's history, it took them a long time to actually apply that saying for everybody. But I think in 2019, even though it somehow it's become a controversial topic, people, in fact, by law, per the Constitution, per the Bill of Rights, per the amendments, and everything, per the federal court, per state laws, state court, district court, part of state court, equality of opportunity. Anyways, Obama, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, was telling the far left, to calm down, pretty much. I'm paraphrasing, of course. He said, pretty much, it's good to progress, but you gotta be based in realism. You gotta have a realistic goal. You gotta say and do realistic and logical and rational things. He was saying, you can't tear it down like you are. I mean, he was essentially talking about the negative aspects and the destruction and division of cancel culture. Anyways, Tim Pool's got his videos down. He's a great creator. He's a great video maker. He's awesome. He's a great political analyst, I would say. He's a great journalist. He's fantastic. He states facts. And even if they ain't proven facts, he goes to the umpteenth degree to make sure that, like doctors, it's an estimated guess. Kind of like how a doctor diagnosed something. They always say 99.9 because it's never 100% guaranteed, because it's, in essence, practice of medicine. That saying, it's not a saying, it's the technical term for, when you're a doctor and stuff like that, you are practicing medicine. But anyways, Obama came out and said that and everything, and kind of like warning them, telling them, you're going too far. And they, by what I heard, by what Tim Pool said, and I actually looked it up, I googled it, and they in fact did turn around and pretty much say, be quiet, boomer, and it's crazy. But just now I just watched, and they're calling him a conservative essentially now. They're saying he's conservative. So, and it's like, Obama's not a conservative. I mean, anybody, they know. These people that are calling him conservative, unless they're just uninformed, he's not. He's the one that started this whole push to the left. It started with him. And, I mean, from my opinion, from my perspective of history and stuff like that, this is what happens when progressivism, liberalism, libertarianism, it is morally right. But you have to, you get to a point where you're at the crossroads and you're like, okay, do I keep demanding for rights and other stuff, which in effect is, and a lot of the stuff they're demanding would hamper other people's rights, like hate speech rights. They want to, they're pushing for hate speech laws if somebody mispronounces a pronoun, a gender pronoun, or something like that. And it's just, like Obama said, you got to be grounded in rational thinking. You got to be grounded in logic. You got to be realistic. And if you're not, and you're outraged over everything, and you're so outraged, you're saying that you want this and you want that, you're screaming at people, calling them fascist and all this, and if somebody, and Nazis and stuff like that, if somebody is a white supremacist or something like that, call them that. They deserve every bit of that word and more. They don't deserve, I can't say they deserve violence, because I ain't inciting violence or nothing like that. But racist, sexist, xenophobes, transphobics, if you hate and you project hate, then when hate comes back to you, you can't really complain. I wish we could just stop hating. Like my last video a couple hours ago, I'm making videos. I'm not hurting nobody. I'm not saying anything profane. I'm not cussing. I'm not being rude. I'm not sending foul or profane or disgusting or demeaning or degrading comments to anybody. And in fact, when I get the horrible comments that I've got for no reason, I still don't cuss. I still don't insult. I still show respect, even though I'm getting called stupid. I'm getting called, like this one person said, "Oh, you're a grown man watching 20-year-old people's channels. That's weird." And the person was essentially talking about me watching Logan Paul and KSI's fight, and watching Logan Paul and being a fan of Logan Paul. And I honestly think, like many other people, that Logan Paul won. And because I think something different than this person, it wasn't. And I even said in my videos, if somebody disagrees, I would gladly like to have a conversation. I'd gladly debate you. That is one of the main reasons I am making these videos. That is, I'm not going to say it is the main, but of course, to keep stuff going, to make better quality, to get better audience, stuff like that, I have to get a certain level of popularity. not fame. I don't care about fame and stuff like that. But it's just crazy. I didn't mean to make this video so long. It's 15 minutes. What I'm getting at is I didn't agree with everything Obama did. I was optimistic when he was running for president, but he disappointed me a lot. And therefore, I just wasn't fulfilled with his presidency. I have liked and enjoyed and respected his coming out. And it's not like he's going against the left. He's not doing that. He's not changing sides. He's definitely not a conservative. He's not advocating for Trump. He's not doing any of that. He's just being a mentor. You know, at some points maybe I didn't think Obama cared, but this clearly shows that he cares. You know, and it just shows you how both sides of the spectrum, both extremes, are too. I mean, it's just crazy. The far right is out of its mind, and the far left is, whoa. I mean, you know that something is not right when the most popular Democrat ever in America's history, from my perspective, and maybe the most popular president ever in Barack Obama. Trump might be as popular, but you know, the media and stuff like that, I don't know. Yeah, I can't say, but what we do know is Obama was really popular, and he left being pretty popular. People were disappointed, but they still loved him. To now, they've totally turned on him. And they're calling him a conservative. But, see what's... It's not only that, it's... okay, if Obama's supposedly conservative now, then me, a grounded conservative, and I would even say this, when it comes to economics, law, policy, you know, freedoms and stuff like that, I'm fiscally conservative. But when it comes to social issues, I can relate to libertarian easily. So it's a mix match. But I would consider myself more conservative. If I had to put it in a spectrum of moderate and conservative, I would say I was a little bit right of the moderate line. There you go. But now they've essentially, the far left, which 2 weeks ago were the biggest Obama supporters, now say he's a conservative. So what does that do to actual conservatives? What narrative is the media going to run with now? Is the media going to try now, like they've been trying to implement, that conservatives, real conservatives, but people more conservative than Obama, are they all right now? Man, it's crazy. All right. Well, I'll make another video. Like I said, it'll be up before or by 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe. Throw me some questions. Let's talk about it. This is some serious news. This is the blowback that could come from this. I mean, you know how, one more thing, you know how most of the mainstream media, you know, you got MSNBC, CBS, ABC, CNN, and a lot of the mainstream news try to say that people are going right. Well, that might be true, but conservatives have typically always been, you know, conservative. They don't flaunt their political affiliation. They used to be every sense of the word conservative. But the media, you know, they make it seem like the right's getting stronger, and that might be the case. I mean, we don't know. I mean, look at the polls from when Trump won. They said Hillary was going to have it from a landslide. We gotta wake up. I mean, I respect Obama. He was our president. And I love America. And though I didn't agree with the majority of the stuff he did, he was our president. And therefore, I'm going to have a certain amount of respect for him. Period. Because I'm an American and I love my country. But where do we go? And where do we end up now that Obama, the man who really, he might not have, well, yeah, I mean, who really pushed the left over? I mean, who really got, I mean, I don't want to jump out and say he started, but it's my interpretation that he's the one that really pushed the identity politics. I mean, that's where it came from. That's where it really got rampant. And now he's a conservative. What does that, I mean, where do we go from here? Like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. Again, I love you. 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight. Peace.